change. Before you talk about change, before you even talk about the election, I want you to know that the numbers you see here are the same numbers that we had in Busoga, in Tororo, in Busia, in Lango, in Acholi, in Ankole, in Uganda, everywhere. All regions and all tribes in Uganda want change. But before we get that change, my brothers and sisters, the most important thing that we must do is to unite. It is to unite. It's to understand that we are all slaves. And we must come together and break the prison where Museveni and his politics have put us. For 40 years they've divided us. For 40 years they've taught us that we are not supposed to be friends or work together because we are coming from different tribes. Museveni has done that like the white colonialists divide and rule. And our division is even sponsored. He is always playing one tribe against another, getting one community to blame the other. He will be picking a few people from every community. He gives them money and hires them to paint a picture that side all people want Museveni. I'll give you one example. A few years ago, Museveni picked a young lady from here. They went to Chankwanzi and she knelt down and he said, Muzei, the people of Kobokabo told me help them and they come back again and again. And he paid her money. And he used her. And she went to TV and said, we have the Maje. We can torture the people of Uganda. And he rewarded her with an empty post of a minister. But that is how he has always been using our people. And after using her, he helped her like he does to all people. He does that not only here. He uses people from Buganda, people from Ankole, people from Lango, and everywhere in the country. Meanwhile, their people are suffering. That sister said one time that she's the gateway to Koboko, and if you don't go through her, you cannot come to Koboko. Now we are in Koboko. I say we are in Koboko. Very importantly, brothers and sisters, I will also tell you this. Until we come together and until we feel each other's pain and until we understand that all of us are equal, they are still going to humiliate us. In a new Uganda, the first thing we are going to do is to reduce the power of the president. In a new Uganda, the president will no longer be the one appointing judges. We shall have a judicial service commission that appoints judges so that the president does not control the courts. In a new Uganda, the president will have no power to appoint the electoral commission so that we can have free and fair elections. Today, Mr. Byabakama, who is the chairperson of the electoral commission, will watch on TV where we are supposed to campaign in a region, but NRM goons will come, beat people, but again he will send police to arrest us. Those are things that we have to change in the In a new Uganda, the wealth of the country will benefit the country and not individuals. In a new Uganda, areas like Koboko, which are near borders, that will be a blessing and not a curse. For example, in a new Uganda, Congo will not be our enemy, Congo will be our friend. In a new Uganda, we shall not be at war with Congo, we shall be in business. Now imagine when there's friendship and smooth business running around those borders. We will be getting double benefit. I'll give you an example. A border bike in Congo is at 3.5, but when you cross to Uganda, it's almost 6 million. But because of the bad relationship that we have here, the Uganda government keeps arresting Congolese bikes here. That is why the same now is beginning to happen to us across Congo. In the new Uganda, education for our children is going to be a very, very important focus. A while ago, our children spent more than 1 month not going to school because teachers were not being paid. Meanwhile, the money that is supposed to be to pay our teachers, Museveni is paying singers to sing to Bonga Nawe for him. In the new Uganda, the government will be spending not on police patrol cars but on medical ambulances. We will be stocking oxygen, not tear gas. We are going to be buying tablets for hospitals and not bullets for shooting our people. In the new Uganda, we are not going to focus on the small thieves and leave around the big thieves. In the new Uganda, even when smuggling is not accepted, it will be punished by simple imprisonment, not killing our people. As a matter of fact, in the new Uganda, the government will plan on how to have these young people employed so that they don't have to get lost in smuggling. And we shall establish moral protocols to allow cross-border trade so that our people can develop from that trade, because human beings are traders. But you know why Museveni is not doing that? Because he does not care about you. For Museveni, what is important is to stay in the power, not to develop easy people. Museveni has been in power for 40 years. Pause for a minute and think about it. 40 years. 99% of you have never seen another president in your life. 99%. So when I tell you these things, you will not believe me. Let me tell you, for example, when you want to fly to Congo from here, from Koboko, you have to drive 8 or 10 hours up to Entebbe so that you can get 1 hour flight to Congo. After 40 years in power. After 40 years in power. 40 years in power, Museveni has not done anything, only stealing from us. You have heard Museveni criticizing the past leaders. Museveni has criticized Obote and Amin. But majority of the roads that we are using were constructed by Idi Amin. Majority of the hospitals and schools today were